Bruce Music, and in this video you're going to learn one of the biggest mistakes that people make with the law of attraction and what you can do about it. Now, have you ever watched one of the law of attraction movies or read one of the law of attraction books, and you've heard teachers tell you something like you need to really focus on whatever it is that you want, and you've got to really desire it and really want it? Well, I'll tell you, one of the most common questions I get asked from my subscribers and the people who watch my videos is, Bruce, I'm doing everything right. I'm focusing on my goal like 24/7. I'm visualizing every day. I'm taking action. I really want it. I really desire it. But nothing's happening. What's going on? Well, this is kind of a dilemma that most people seem to face at some point in their lives. So here's what's going on. What's going on is that you're too attached. You're too desperate. And in one sense, you're needy. Have you ever had the experience of being out at a bar and somebody of the opposite gender comes and tries to chat you up, but you can just feel there's something off with them? They're needy, they're uncomfortable around you, they're awkward, and they really want something from you, it feels like. Remember how turned off that made you? Well, I want you to consider that perhaps the universe is the same. That when you're attached to accomplishing one of your goals, when you're so-called like needy, you actually end up repelling the very thing that you want. How come? Well, because when you're needy, what ends up happening, your neediness comes from an internal belief that you don't already have the thing that you're trying to manifest, or that you don't believe you can have the thing that you want to manifest. And when you don't believe you can have that thing, and you don't believe that you have it, what do you end up doing? Well, you end up repelling it, and your mind stops showing you opportunities to attract that very thing into your life. So what can you do? What's the solution? Well, I've got 3 tips for you. Number 1, probably the easiest way to let go of being attached to your goals is to let go of your timeline. The reason why it's so important to let go of any attachment to when your goal actually manifests is because when you're attached to it manifesting within a particular time period, you tend to limit how your goal can come about. Your mind's looking for it to manifest within a month, and if it doesn't manifest within a month, well, your mind's not going to show you any more opportunities to see that goal manifest in your life. When you let go of a time period and don't specify a time period, very often opportunities for this thing to manifest show up a lot sooner. Now, I know this goes against conventional wisdom of set specific measurable goals within a time period. I am absolute believer in setting specific measurable goals. The time period part, I'm not so sure on. In my experience, when I track the most magical stuff is when I just allow it to unfold naturally and organically. Number 2, get busy doing something else. Go off and start doing a hobby. Once you've done the initial work of visualizing and manifesting and doing all the internal work of programming your mind with your goal, go off and do something else. Go and hang out with your friends, get involved in your work, let it go somehow. So get busy doing something else. And number 3 is a little ninja trick that I teach. It involves asking yourself 2 questions. The first question is, what would happen if the thing that I wanted didn't actually come about? And now I want you to write a short list of all the pros and all the cons of what would happen if the thing that you wanted didn't actually come about. Once you've done that, ask yourself this question. Would I still be okay if all those things I wrote down actually happened? And what you'll notice is that you will be okay. You're not going to die. Your life isn't going to end if all those things happen. And when you can really get that you're going to be fine whether or not it happens, it helps your mind just kind of let go, loosen up, and relax around this particular goal you're trying to attract. So what I'd like you to do is actually give you an example of how being unattached helped me win an iPad recently. So one of my mentors put out a competition on his website recently to win an iPad. And I entered the competition and I went through my usual manifesting routine, which I'll be explaining in my up-and-coming ebook. And I'd gotten to the point where I truly believed I had won the iPad. There was no doubt in my mind that the iPad was mine. And I entered the competition, and 3 days later I got an email saying I wasn't one of the winners. And I was kind of surprised, and mildly annoyed as well, going, oh, strange that I didn't win this iPad. I was almost certain I was going to win it. But I kind of let it go, and thinking that I hadn't won the iPad, I kind of just forgot about the whole thing, detached from the whole thing. A week later, I'm in Los Angeles attending a seminar with my same mentor, and during the seminar, he announces that he wants to hold another competition, and the prize is going to be an iPad. And something inside me just knew that this was the opportunity for me to win the iPad. And that the work I'd done the previous week in visualizing and manifesting and all the internal stuff I'd done to win the iPad was going to come to fruition in this opportunity right there and then. And I went up to the microphone totally unattached to winning the iPad. And I entered the competition. There were 10 of us up at microphones and we had to present something. I'm not going to go into all the details right now. But I was totally unattached to winning. In fact, part of me knew I'd already won. And so now I'm the brand new proud owner of a new Apple iPad that I won in a competition. So you may be thinking, well, what's winning an iPad got to do with being unattached? Well, what happened was when I realized I hadn't won the first competition, I totally let go. And something magical happens when you totally let go. You tend to attract far more opportunities into your life to get what you want when you're not attached to them than when you are. So of course I did, and of course I won. So I hope that illuminates one of the mistakes you may have been making with the law of attraction, and that this example inspires you to let go of your attachment to whatever it is you're trying to manifest. Get busy doing something else. Give up on your timelines. And do that exercise where you ask those two questions and get to the point where you know you're going to be totally okay whether or not you manifest the thing you're wanting to manifest. One final tip. If you really want to put the law of attraction on overdrive for you, I highly recommend you check out my Relaxation for Manifestation visualization product. It's designed to help you create an internal image, almost like a false memory in your mind, of the thing that you're trying to manifest. And once you've created a false memory of the thing that you're trying to manifest, your mind actually believes that that thing has happened, because your mind can't tell the difference between a real and an imagined experience. And when that happens, your mind begins to show you opportunities to attract the things you want in your life. So I highly recommend you take a moment now and you check out my Relaxation for Manifestation product. It's the one tool that will make the biggest difference in your ability to manifest the life of your dreams. So I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please leave your comments down below. I read each and every one of them. This is Bruce Music signing off, wishing you an absolutely miraculous day, and I'll talk to you soon.